Hey Clashers, with a new level for the Siege Barracks, for the Hog Riders, and as well for the new equipment for the Royal Champion, Queen Charge Hybrid has gotten a massive buff in Clash of Clans. The question now is, did Supercell overbuff this strategy with so many little buffs? Well, we're going to find out in today's video, but let's check out first the equipment of the Barbarian King. We will use the Rage Vial and the Epic equipment. Don't worry, you can buy the Epic equipment hopefully soon with gems in the trader. Then for the Queen, we're going to use the Frozen Arrow with the Invisibility Vial. Same story for the Frozen Arrow. If you have not bought it or got it during the event, you can still buy it later on. And now the maybe surprise to some of you, we're not going to use the Healing Tome with the Warden. The reason is the healing is nice, but the bonus hit points of the Apprentice Warden is by far not as great as the life gem of the Warden. 650 with level 17 or 725 with a maxed life gem. You don't even get close to that much with the Warden, with the Apprentice Warden. So that's why I'm going with this. Another Royal Champion. The best equipment combination right now for the Royal Champ in the game. If you have the Seeking Shield, don't worry, you can use that as well if you don't have the new equipment unlocked. But let's dive in with some hybrid attacks and let's see how strong the strategy actually is. Okay, we actually have our first base, which is looking pretty toxic, not gonna lie. Where do we charge in? I feel like I would love to charge the Town Hall. This is one of the biggest priorities which I typically have. Town Hall and the Clan Castle, even though the Clan Castle, in my opinion, is most of the time even a higher priority. The question now is, if we charge into this multi-archer tower compartment thingy, what is this cannon doing there? I am confused. Why is this cannon there? Okay, let's start here. Let's get the wall break right. Thank you, goblins. Like that, the healers. Oh my, okay, my queens will never walk in there. Oh, where is she? Oh, we have to add the Apprentice. Oh, that Apprentice Warden was a bit late. Maybe we could have saved the ability with that Apprentice Warden, which is unfortunate, but hey. Queen, go inside. Yes, she is. And that's exactly what I meant with, like, you can save your Unicorn with that Apprentice Warden. If I would have placed that earlier, maybe it would have survived. But hey, the Loon here, wall break there, and I think we're starting now with the funneling. I think otherwise this is going to be kind of problematic. Get things going. Ooh, I would just turn invisible. I am just not sure anymore what exactly is about to happen, so I will just turn my Queen invisible. She has to survive. She has to get that Town Hall. Come on, Queen, you got this. I cheer for you. You can make this. I have a freeze as well. Let's use that. Come on, Queen. You can make that work. Oh, no. The King is coming as well. Use the Warden ability. That Queen is having a rough time. Oh, no. Oh, no. The question now, though, is, with the latest buffs, can we still make this work? With the latest buffs, can we still make that work? That is not the big question. Let's add minion here. We have the Royal Champion. Let's use her ability in just a second. Just right now, I think that might be good timing. Let's just wreck out of those defenses with the Haste Vial. Would have been appreciated if the Fox would be still alive, but hey, do we get the... No, we do not get the exploit, but I think that's fine, actually. Isn't it? I think we can wall break here, so the King is getting in there. We still have the miners. We have all of those hogs triggering the traps now. I think this looks pretty good still, even though we have lost our Queen near the Town Hall. There are the P.E.K.K.A. How many P.E.K.K.A. do we have alive? I think it's 1 or 2, something like that. Would have been cool if the Warden would survive, because remember, we have the bonus hit points. But hey, King is running. Oh, that would be amazing. Come on, take it out, take it out. Yes, it's going down before the Poison Tower can shoot, and we're still going to 3-star. And I feel like we're getting closer to the question, is Queen Charge Hybrid too strong now? That's the question which I have asked in the beginning of the video. And I think this attack kind of proves it is at least one of the top strategies. The question though is, how high at those top strategies? Let's give it another try. Let's go in again. And let's try to execute it a little bit better. This time I don't want to lose my Queen, but we still want to 3-star. On this one, I think we're going to go from the far side. As I have told you in the first attack already, the Town Hall is an important thing to take down. But what is even more important is the Clan Castle, especially if you like this Clan Castle timing. If it's a triple Ice Golem Clan Castle, this can turn out being really bad. Another thing I want to discuss and kind of explain further is, why am I going with the Royal Gem equipment, the Haste Vial. Because I have seen now plenty of times that people were really excited about the combination with Hybrid and that new Hog Rider puppet. So the reason being is that it's kind of like the Barbarian King puppet, where you have to combine the Warden ability and the hero equipment otherwise to get any use out of it. And I feel like that is, I don't know, a lot of times it's kind of overrated, in my opinion at least. Maybe people are seeing that differently, but this is for sure something which I have noticed with like testing stuff. It is sometimes such a bait. It's like, it feels like completely like, yes, let's do it. But then on the back end, you're missing so much power because of that. And that is something which, in my opinion, is not as good. And to me, as well, in my testing, did not work out that great either. So that is the reason why I personally do not like the Hog Rider puppet with the haste vial, with the warden ability that much. I feel like that's the main thing on how you can get value out of all of this. Now, we have to concentrate. I think we get the thing started right here. And raise that queen up if she needs the help. And then we're going to have our hybrid starting into that compartment here. The next thing is with the Hog Rider puppet is, let me first place all of that. And we can get everything started. A lot of times with hybrid especially, you have already a really strong push. So the 9 more Hog Riders, at least it feels like that, is not really having that much of an impact. So yeah, I'm not really sure if it's that great or if you should really invest into that, but give it a try on your own. I would love, as I already said earlier, I would love to see like a, I don't know, a potion or something where you can test those equipments, because I feel like it would give a lot of people like a better impression of if they should upgrade something or not. And I feel like the Hog Rider puppet for sure could be something like that, where, well, it would be nice if you would know already if it's working as you envision it or if not, because I have tested that, right? Like I had the access with the like recording and stuff. I had the access with the developer build and everything, so I was able to record it, present it to you and everything. So I know already that for me personally, it did perform worse. And that's why I'm recommending the haste file. That's why I think it's just so much better. Because now on the back end, I have seen more power with the Royal Champion. The Hog Riders at this point would have been useless, but the haste file can be as well. Can be time saving. It can be more power with like a lot of back and everything. It's just overall way much better. And something which people are underestimating and people are even understanding in the wrong sense. Remember, there is an active ability part or a passive, but like ability part, and below that there is the hero boost stats. Those boost stats are permanent over the entire attack. They're not connected to the active or passive ability, and this is the thing with the Royal Champion. Having the higher attack speed and the more DPS over the entire attack is a huge game changer, especially for hybrid attacks, where she is staying safe and is keep pushing forward. And if she's getting targeted eventually, you have the Fox for protection and the Royal Gem, which makes this combination, in my opinion, for any attack just so insanely good. Hey, it's another box base, one of those super common ones, which we see a ton recently. And I think this one actually is a really, really popular one. So let's find out if we can beat this base as well with this attack. Typically, I like to queen charge the Town Hall with most of the approaches, because normally the Town Hall charge is kind of nice. So let's just do exactly that. We're starting the queen. Let's use wall breaks to open up the compartments on the left and on the right. Exactly like that. The same thing on the other side as well. And with that, the queen can now decide wherever she wants to go. We're going to place the healers accordingly to make sure that everything looks solid. At this point, I am highly confident that she's going towards the top side. We're adding the Apprentice Warden as well there. We can use a wizard. Just like that, looking already solid. We have to make sure that we're adding a couple of test loons in just a second, because normally there is black mines. Those black mines are kind of like multi-use cases. They are good versus possible super archer blims, but as well possible versus queen charges, as what we're doing right now. Have to make sure that everything looks already fine, like no problem. And now let's start with the hybrid. Always with the box spaces, start the hybrid just next to the queen. And just support her and make sure that she's not taking too much damage, just like that. Adding the hogs, adding the Royal Champion. And this already looks pretty promising, not gonna lie. Let's freeze that. Oh, I think it was a bit too late. I wanted to freeze that behind the... Oh, actually it works, I think. Yeah, I wanted to freeze it behind the monolith, so I could take down the monolith first and then going for other stuff. Another wall break so we get further into the base. Warden abilities right now as there's a lot of damage. And again, I feel like the Hog Rider Puppet right now would have not done as much. And on the back end, whereas out of the splash, I feel like the Hog Rider Puppet is not doing that much. I can fully understand if you're using it because of like, I don't know, you want to turn your Royal invisible for like Town Hall 15s and everything. That is completely understandable for me, 100%. As I already said in my ranking video, I think for Town Hall 15 and below, the Hog Rider Puppet is not as bad. But on Town Hall 16, it's like falling off so much. Like you don't have this bonus of having higher Hog Rider level, which you could possibly have with like your own army. That's not the case anymore. Then the Haze Barrel is just skating so much better with the Fox, and I don't know, like, yeah. Obviously, give it a try on your own. That's the problem, right? Like, how do you test that, really? But I guess it's up to you if you trust, like, the content creators or not. But for me, personally, I can only recommend this. I was showcasing this now with a couple of different attacks for you. It has worked great. It has worked great in the first attack. Well, we have lost the Queen early on. The Hybrid was still able to complete it. And with things where the Queen Charge goes right, I feel like this attack is strong anyways. But now, answering the question of the title. Is Queen Charge Hybrid too strong right now, or was it buffed too much because we had so many little pieces getting buffed? I think right now it has to be one of the strongest strategies in the game, to be honest, which I'm kind of surprised to say at least, because it is just so good. You can do those little Queen charges, then just add the Hybrid, and it's going to survive forever, especially with the power of the Royal Champ on the back end. It's just crazy strong. I like the synergies between. I like that the Siege Barrack got buffed so much. I think it's one of the top strategies right now in the game. Is it too strong? I don't think so. It's overall in a pretty good spot, I would say. Really good, really nicely usable. And if you want to use it, as always, the link for the strategy is down below in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next class video. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.